Hello everyone, and welcome back to Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom Hero Mode. Last time, we made our way to the Faron wetlands, and, well, we explored this area and made our way to the sweet spot where we're taking on the Faron Temple. Now, I already took on the Faron Temple, and I recorded the whole video. Unfortunately, I accidentally deleted the footage. I was trying to free up some storage space. I have a whole video going over it. I'm not going to explain it here, so if you want to see the details of what happened, then you can go check out this video. It'll show up on screen. You can go check out that video. I went over the details of what happened, and yeah, I decided ultimately that for this episode of the Echoes of Wisdom walkthrough, I'm just going to be walking you guys through and explaining the puzzles of the Faron Temple, because I can't do them, well, I can do them again, but it's just, yeah, like, just, yeah. I'm just going to explain the key rooms in the temple of where pretty much you need to explore in order to complete the temple, and that's it for this episode. Now, for the still world, you just make your way along this path. Pretty much the path that I followed was along here, through here, along this edge. Then I made my way to here, around, over here, just a general. Actually, no, I think I actually made my way along here, then over here, then boom, boom, and then along here until I made it here. And then, as you make your way up here, there's a giant plant that appears with freaking Deku Baba heads, and that plant runs away with the big key, and we need to retrieve it, and that's what this temple is, the Faron Temple. You need to retrieve the big key. Now, you can easily use a Caramadillo here, and if you go ahead and stand about here in this general area, and then shoot a Caramadillo, jump off and shoot him, then he should hit the switch. So yeah, I believe it was like right about here. So as long as you hit him right, then yeah, he'll touch the switch, and then this will be bars which will drop down, allowing you entry. And then if you make your way over here, well, this is how you pretty much get the dungeon map. There are almost here, just awaken them, and you can very simply just go ahead and place down some water blocks so that you can be just right here. And I'm going to go and place down 2 more to get up here because I want to ignore these Armos. And now this room, you follow these platforms, walk your way along, and then as you ride them, you just want to use the, not electric keys, but you want to use the Buzz Blob, which you get pretty early. I believe you get it on your way to the temple, but you want to use the Buzz Blob Echo and then use it to electrify all these. Make your way on that platform, make your way up. In that room, you'll get yourself the dungeon map, and then from there, pretty much it just leads you back over here with a door on this end, and then there's a small key, which is a locked door there, and the small key, once you unlock that door, that will lead you to pretty much the mini-boss of the temple. Before Gohma, there's a mini-boss, which is that Deku Baba that I mentioned, which has the big key. Well, that's the mini-boss you face in this temple, and this is the first time you face it. Once you get yourself a small key, make your way into here, you face him, and pretty much you can just pull its heads. Or actually, the best method is using Bombfish when it looks like it's about to chomp down and eat you. Place down a Bombfish Echo, and then it will eat it, explode, and then attack the purple thing using Echo to attack it. And eventually, once it gets tentacles down, then it'll retreat, and eventually you go back to fight it again for a second time, where you actually get yourself the big key, which I believe is one of, I actually forget which room it is. I believe it's actually this room right here. See, I believe it's this room where you face him again, and then this is actually the boss room where you face Gohma. So yeah, this is the boss room, and of course you can see the chests that I didn't get from the walkthrough episode that I ultimately deleted accidentally. Those chests were basically useless ones that didn't contain small keys. This one contains 50 rupees. You can just make your way along here, and yeah, the temple's pretty big, contains a lot of puzzles and everything. So basically for this room, a very easy small key you can get in the Faron Temple. A very easy small key you can get. Just make your way outside, follow your way along here, ignore the enemies. There will be an armor statue blocking this doorway, so move the armor statue, make your way into here, and here, all you want to do, you can hop on this box, hop up here, use a Buzz Blob. You can create it from a distance, and boom, it'll shock it just like that. Then, if you make your way over here, and make your way on top of this wall, well, you can easily go ahead and do that, which I believe will light both. It should. If it doesn't, then you can just angle yourself properly, and it should light both of them And once you do that, this will be a chest which will net you a small key, which you can use that small key to enter through that locked door to take on the mini boss, which again is right in here. You can use a small key right here, actually. Yeah. Right? Yeah. You use the small key there to get to the mini boss, like I mentioned earlier, and from there, then you can also explore this lower area if you ignore the BMOS and if they don't laser you first. Well, this room is blocked off, so you can't do anything with it. So, basically, with that room, all you want to do is pretty much just make your way, and if you make your way over here into this room, there will be an electric case that is extremely so helpful for the boss of the Faron Temple, which is Gohma. In my opinion, the electric case is really needed, very helpful. And yes, as you can tell, that stairway from that starting room, you want to use it as it'll bring you to here, which is this kind of maze area. And this locked door you don't need to access. It is basically useless, like a lot of other rooms in this temple. And if you make your way down here, this is a hidden waterway, which I believe actually leads you to here, or maybe it leads you to here. I honestly forget. But basically from here, you can make your way and traverse your way throughout the temple, make your way to this ladder, which is literally just to the west of us where we are. There's also a warp point here, so you can warp back here if needed. If you want to, then you can warp here. And of course, there's Deku Baba here. You can simply just pull his head, get him out of the way, and this is, I believe, a Deku Baba level 2. Yes, this is a Deku Baba level 2. So, he gave me an Electro Apple. Nice. And like I mentioned over here is this ladder, which brings you into the room that you were previously blocked out of. So yeah, then this door will be locked, and there'll be a door that's locked here as well. Basically, all you want to do is create heavy echoes through these bars. You can either use statues from the Gerudo Sanctum, or you can use a boulder, create an echo of it. I'd suggest doing it twice, and just so that way you have plenty of space to use Strangula. Actually, don't even use Strangula, but just to give you plenty of space to make your way in through this crevice right here, so you can climb up here, and then spin to hit this. These doors will unlock, so you can make your way up here, and then access that chest, which I believe gives you a small key. If not, it gives you some rupees. And then from there, pretty much all that's left is exploring these other rooms. And again, you can make your way through back to this room where you electrocuted these switches to get the dungeon map by heading through here. You can head down this ladder instead. Heading down here will lead you to this room, which leads you to chests with just rupees. So pretty much ignore this ladder. It is basically useless. Ignore it. And if I believe that chest does net you a small key in this room, I believe it does net you a small key, because that's one of the chests I grabbed in the walkthrough episode. I would make our way over here. Then, again, this is the underwater passageway that I mentioned, where you can go under the water. And I actually do forget what this leads to, I'm not gonna lie. I actually do forget what exactly this does lead to. And, oh yeah, this leads you outside of the temple. And this, my friends, this will lead you to this cave here. Just use bombfish to blow up the spider webs that are here. And here, all I want to do, break this pot, pull it, or you can just not break it. And then you can place down Armos, and then you just want the Armos to hit the switch at the exact same time. And once they do that, this door will unlock, and you can pass your way through. This is a fight against Electric Wizrobe. Use either Flying Enemy, a Flying Echo, or any other Echo you want to use. I'd recommend using a Crow or any Flying Echo that deals damage. That's very helpful against the Electric Wizrobe. Takes a bit, especially with crows, but it works. Up through here is a warp point, and in this room, filled with baby Gohmas. Now, best way to deal with them, I would suggest using a P-Hat, because the P-Hat is extremely helpful. Just place it down, and it will go after the P-Hats that you can't really see very well. As you can tell, yep, there's a baby Gohma though that we can't see due to the darkness. The P-Hat will kill it. Basically, just traverse your way throughout this room. There'll be spider webs covering this ladder. Burn those spider webs and go down this ladder, which will lead you down to here. Follow along this passageway to this ladder. This chest is useless. This chest right here is basically useless, just contains 50 rupees. So you can get the rupees if you want. You don't have to. Follow this ladder to get to here. As through this room, there's a locked door here, which leads to a chest in this room. And you cannot go through because this door is locked, so you need to make your way along through this water passageway. Go to this ladder, make your way over here, and in this room, there will be another locked door, and I believe a chest. There will be more switches you have to electrocute in this room, and that will open the passageway through here, and I believe the stairway will also lead you to the next time, to the second fight against the mini boss of the temple, so that's fun. And this ladder also leads to here, so yeah, you do need a small key to head through here to follow this ladder all the way down here, which again leads to the second time you fight the mini boss, which will lead you to get the big key. And in order to make your way to the boss door, all you need to do, make your way back over here, head down this stairway, or actually, yeah, I believe it's to this stairwell right here. Actually, oh no, it's this one. You want to make your way down this stairwell right here. It is this stairwell, never mind, I'm just stupid. You get yourself a small key, another point, I believe it's in this room. If not, then, actually no, that should be the chest of small key. That should absolutely be a chest of small key. And from there, you just make your way down this stairwell. You just use Armos. There are 2 platforms. You just want to use Armos there. And I'll show it off real quick. But you just want to place it on Armos, get the timing down, and the Armos should step on the switches at the same time. As long as they do, it will unlock said door, and you'll be able to head through it, which will ultimately lead you to the boss door. So yeah, as long as you follow this pathway, it's pretty simple. And again, there's also this room where there's these electric switches that I mentioned. In this room, you want to get these. And actually, there's no chest, but this does lead you through this doorway. And again, once you get the boss key from the mini boss of this temple, from this room, I'm going to keep on mentioning it, this room is where you fight the mini boss second time. You get the boss key, then make your way down through here, and right here, yes, this is the room where the boss door is. You just need the big key here, unlock the boss door, you can head on through, and it's as easy and simple as that. That's the entire of the Faron Temple. We'll then just fight Gohma, go through the phases. I believe I cannot fight Gohma again. Yeah, I already defeated Gohma. I recorded the original walkthrough episode. I actually deleted the file. I do apologize for that. I wish I had the whole video ready. I literally recorded the whole video. It took me like 40 minutes to record it about. Yeah, I do apologize, but that is the whole Faron Temple. Of course, the rift will be mended, and you will get the first sanction of the game, which is the Faron Sanction, which is from the Faron Temple. There are also other 2 sanctions, which are from the Eldin region and the Lanayru region. Of course, next episode will be the Eldin region, where we get ourselves the next sanction of the game, but now we can exit. There's the whole Faron Temple. Pretty simple. As long as you follow that general pathway, should be pretty easy. It's very simple, just get the small keys, explore what rooms are needed, ignore the others that you don't need to explore that just contain rupees or just general collectibles for smoothies. Unless you want those materials, you can get them for smoothies if you want to. You don't have to, though, if you don't want to. Just get the small keys necessary, and you can eventually go through the rooms, get to the boss door, and take on Gohma, get the first sanction, and mend the rift in the Faron wetlands, rescuing this whole area. And that is the Faron Temple in Echoes of Wisdom. I know I mainly just showed on the map the areas that I had to head through and walk through all of them, but it's honestly pretty self-explanatory once you figure it out and you walk through the rooms. It's pretty simple. There's a room in that temple where there's another room where there are 3 Armos, so one of them is alive, the 2 other are not. Pretty much just have the Armos on the switch and you fall through the doorway, and I believe that should lead you to a small key. If not, then it'll lead you to another portion of the temple, which will eventually lead you to a small key. The Faron Temple was pretty simple. I do heavily apologize for me not having the whole temple completed, but again, I screwed up. I made a whole video on it. You can go check it out if you want to. If not, then I hope this video helped you with Faron Temple. Even if I may not walk through all the rooms throughout the temple, I hope this did help with knowing where to go, what to do, and completing the Faron Temple and only exploring what rooms are needed. Hope this helped. Hope it wasn't too confusing. Hopefully it was helpful enough. Criticize me in the comments. Please do. Like, let me know what information I could have provided, what would have been better, and what I could have improved on. Like, just let me know, and if I missed anything in this video for the Faron Temple, what's needed. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode in this walkthrough as I make my way off for the Eldin region for Eldin Volcano. Do apologize for not doing Faron Temple. I did do it in a walkthrough episode. I just had to delete the file, so unfortunately I cannot get it back. But see you all next time as we make our way off to Eldin Volcano. Peace.